It's time for all your local high school football scores and highlights. It's Touchdown Friday Night with Kenny Hawkins and Jesse Kroll. Sponsored locally by Champion Chevrolet, Holston Medical Group, and Kubota of Kingsport. It's Touchdown Friday Night.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Touchdown Friday Night, one of the largest high school football shows in Tennessee and Virginia. I'm Kenny Hawkins, and hey, the band is back.
Feels like forever. That's what it feels like. It's been forever,
After several weeks of doing games on the internet and TV, my tag team partner, Jesse Kroll, is back in the house. Tonight, we have a few teams from the area playing for a region championship and better positioning in the upcoming playoffs. But first, here's Jesse to get this party started with the Mead Tractor top tackle of the night.
And yeah, I always love getting the party started with this tackle right here, and that comes from our volunteer County Showdown, Cameron Johnson. Now, he's won our WJHL Player of the Week award before. That was for his offensive output. Great job bringing the lumber here and also wrapping up as well against the wide receiver. Once again, the top tackle of the night is courtesy of Cameron Johnson from Volunteer High School.
All right, thanks, Jesse. Tonight we begin in Warrior Hill, where the South Green Rebels are hoping to put a bow on a perfect season and wrap up another Class 2A championship. But first, they would have to get past Happy Valley, a team that was looking to spoil the party and grab a share of the crown themselves. Rebels led this game 7-0 in the second quarter. Warriors would get on the board with former WJHL Player of the Week Matthew Bond takes the pitch, 007. Shakes off defenders, gets into the end zone. The PAT was no good, 7-6 South Green. Rebels have a former Player of the Week of their own. Quarterback Luke Myers, don't call me Levi, that's his brother. And he's not stopping till he's in for the score. Rebels led 14-6. Bond had an incredible game, but here he is unable to handle the pitch. The Rebels fall on the fumble with great field position. They would capitalize when Myers rolls right and hits Clint Lamb for the score to stretch the lead to 28-14. They would ice the game with a touchdown run by Mark Crum to seal the win 35-28 to complete a perfect regular season.
That's 10-0. I think it's the first time it's been done since 91 or 95. I think it's the last time it's been done. So that's great for us. And we got to come back. We got to play these playoff games strong. So we got to get back and get focused next week.
Oh man, it feels great, especially for our senior year. We knew we had to come out and do it. We're not going to get another chance to pull it off like we did this year. So it's great, man.
And congratulations to South Green. They finished the season perfect, beating Happy Valley tonight by the final of 35-8. Hampton did their part. They'll finish second to South Green. They finished the season with only one loss, beating Cosby on the road 46-6. Bearden hosting Science Hill tonight. Bulldogs looking to play spoiler to the Hilltoppers. Hilltoppers win. They take the 6A top seed. John Calaveto up the gut on the 2-yard quarterback keeper. Butchered that name. Bulldogs up 7-0.
You did a great job. I love it, baby.
He'll have to come up here from Knoxville to get me. Hilltoppers would answer. They come up with a problem. Connor Ruth intercepts Jackson Diamond in the end zone right there. Last thing you want to do in the red zone. Bulldogs make good on the exchange. Makai Williams rips off this shot right here. Hands off. It goes over the left side. Watch the blocking. Watch the blocking, watch the move, and right there you got to catch him. You got to catch him, Toppers, and they don't. He goes 99 yards. Bearden took a 14-0 lead in the first. Hilltoppers won't find the pay dirt until the second quarter. Andrew Kennedy with a juggling act in the end zone to make this catch. That made the score 14-7 at the break. But unfortunately, the Toppers, for the third year, miss out on their opportunity. They lose to Bearden tonight, 27-7. That means they will now be the 4th seed after losing this game. Jesse?
Thanks, Kenny. Tough loss for Science Hill, but moving to Region 3A. Let's add a little drama going into the final game of the season. Claiborne, they were at 8-1, and they were the leader of the pack. But if they lost tonight to North Green, that would leave the door open for Johnson County, who needed a victory on the road tonight against Unicoi County. Chucky Doak is the other team there since they picked up a COVID win today. And it was senior night at Gentry Stadium, but a very slow first half. Now Longhorns, they strike first with Ethan Bauer. He'll find the end zone. He found it 4 times last week. He was one of our Player of the Week nominees, so that's good for nothing right there. That's 6-0 right off the bat right there, and Unicoi County ain't going to catch him. Now jump into the fourth quarter. Unicoi is backed up at its own 1-yard line, 3rd and 10, and Nehemiah Edwards said nothing he can't handle. We see another 99-yard touchdown. Kenny, look who he looks like, Mr. Cody Lewis. He was standing up in the back there right there. I love the long hair. I think you got to start growing it out as well. Johnson County, they would respond though. Colin Simcox threw 3 TDs last week. He finds Corey Neely wide open. He reels it in and finds the end zone. That's 14-10 Longhorns lead. How about another Unicoi response? This team won't go down without a fight. Brock Thompson,
the senior,
didn't play most of this game because he was hurt, but the replacement Bryson Patterson, he's going to be able to get that one over the middle. He's going to score that touchdown as well. That'll take it 17-14. All they need to do is get a stop here, and what a win for Unicoi County. They're going to go up 24-20. Like I said, the long hair don't care. That's what you love to see from Unicoi County.
That's some cabbage right there.
Hey, you got to get hair like that.
Don't
lie to me. You used to have hair like that back in the day right now. So, you know, the Devils, they do get the 3 seed as well, so a great job by them. And Unicoi County, they've been fighting all season long, so a phenomenal job by them. Being able to, you know, stand up to all the other teams in this region, and a great job by them. And we're pretty excited about this win.
Yeah, it's huge. You know, it's huge, and you know, we've got a lot of respect for Johnson County, and you know, like I said, that was a war, and you know, it usually is. So that's a credit to their program.
All these seniors, I played with them ever since I was a little kid. Beat a rival. We got 2 rivals every year, and that's who. We don't even care if we get to play another game as long as we get to play these 2 games. Happy Valley, Johnson County. This is perfect inning right here.
It was our rivals, a regional rival at least. Really important for us. Kept them from getting the regional championship. Really good. I feel very special about it.
Kid's only a sophomore. He looks 40.
So, Samson right there.
Honestly, Unicoi County, a great win by them, 24-20 in Farragut. They're going to take down Jefferson County 42-14. In Elizabethton tonight, the Cyclones, they were hosting Sullivan Central, which was their last game ever as a school. Senior night for the defending state champions, and the last game ever, as I mentioned, for the Cougars. Now, Mr. Everything, Bryson Rollins, he can run it, he can pass, and he's getting it done early tonight. He scores from 2 yards out, untouched, for the Cyclones up 7-0. And on the next possession, well, he's going to show off the arm here. A 49-yard scoring strike to Jordan Killian. The Cyclones, they were off and running with a 14-0 lead, and this team, very few squads that can stop this squad. Rollins will show off the wheels once again on the next possession, and watch him here just darting in and out, cutting back and forth. He's going to go away from defenders, 38 yards out to get inside the 5. That would set up Nate Stevens for a short touchdown run for the Cyclones, putting them up 21-0 early in the first quarter. As I mentioned, Kenny, this Elizabethton squad is dangerous, and they showed off all the weapons tonight. They win this one 70-34. Now that's 4 games down. We still got 8 more to go. We're going to make stops in Greenville, Daniel Boone, and Volunteer. And that's just to name a few. But first, here's the Daniel Boone Band. Take us to break.